Hi, I'm Sandy with Sandy's Vintage Home Decor and Treasures, and I am doing I'm not doing a haul video today. I am actually doing things that I'm going to be putting in my booth this afternoon, get them done and get them in the booth because my booth is empty. So I had shown on the previous video of this wagon I had done, and I finished it here. It says bloom stems and seeds on both sides of it, and then I added the bouquet to it, and that is going into my booth today. So I'm going to hand that to my husband. And then I did finish this other one. This is it's a farm fresh. I use DIY paint, and I picked that up at JamieRayVintage.com, and you can get all the things that I'm using today from her store, her website. But this here, and then I finished it by putting white wax on it, and it just kind of tones down the blue and just makes it highlights in between, like the leaves on here. It just kind of highlights that. So let me put this down here in my box. I think it fell, but okay. So we are out of shelves. We've sold all of the shelves that we have. Uh-oh. Yep. I am strong. Okay. So I've sold all the shelves that I had in my booth. So I am going to paint, this is called Blue Iris, and there's the color, and let me show you the label. DIY paint. It is great to paint in the house. There's no odors. It's a clay base, water base, and this is awesome paint. It's great coverage. It has no VOCs. There's only 9 ingredients, and they're all natural ingredients. There's no chemicals or anything added to it. So, and this is what I pick up at JamieRayVintage.com. So I am going to take this shelf. It's really kind of seen its better days. It's got, and so I probably paid a couple of dollars for this. I don't even know where I got it now. Probably at a thrift store. And I don't pay more than a couple of dollars. And then I will turn around, redo it, because it's all cracking, and it just has seen its better days. And it was probably, when it was done, it was beautiful, but now it has seen its better days. So I am going to start making it beautiful again. And DIY paint, it is thick. Sometimes if it gets too thick, or I need it just to be spread out a little bit more, I can put water on it, and it thins it up. It makes it easier to spread. And you have to be careful when you do your second coat, because since it is water soluble, it will react your undercoat, and it will cause it to come back up. So when you put your second coat on, you just have to be really careful at doing that. And it's very easy to paint with, and it doesn't take that much time to paint. And then when I'm done with this, I'm actually going to put white wax on it, and that will seal it. It's a sealer too. I get that from JamieRayVintage.com, and it will seal the paint and not allow it to chip or anything like that. And also, this is a really bright blue, so it will tone down the blue a little bit better than what it won't be so bright at that, when it's done. And I was going to show you it kind of last minute change of plans. Also made a tray, a really pretty big tray that you could put on your coffee table, your dining room table, have a vignette with it and everything. And when I get that done, I may make another video and show you what the finished product is. But I could not find the design, the stencil I wanted to put on it today. So, and of course, when you're in a hurry and you're trying to find stuff, it is going to be elusive. So, I had decided to put, it's like a cup that has lilacs on it, and I will stencil that on, but that will take quite a bit because will have to use a small brush because of the small little leaves and stuff, so that will take a little bit of time. So I will probably do that off camera and then show you the results in another video. Maybe at the beginning of one of my haul videos I can show that to you and finished. Or if I get it done today, we are working to get the stuff done so we can get it over to the booth, since it is quite empty. And we recently sold it. My husband is he loves to do it, but not quite, doesn't have the, it's more of the guy stuff he likes to do. So he just did Kansas City Chiefs bar stools, and did the numbers for Travis Kelce and Mahomes, and that he put the colors of the booth, or the bar stools, were the yellow and red, the gold and red, and then he put the helmets there and had their numbers on in the helmet, and they sold the other day. So it was maybe last weekend, or maybe the early part of this past week. So those are gone. So we have to, things are always, moving. I move my stuff around in my booth to make it. I have two. So it may be that maybe one booth doesn't sell something, and I move it over to another booth. That's what happened to the Kansas City Chiefs bar stools. We have one row. It's toward the back. It's at the back of the store. It's a good aisle because it's straight in the door. But so it does get a lot of traffic. Like I said, I sell so much from it. But those didn't sell. And even put during Christmas, we put the some gold and red ribbons on it, hanging down and stuff, and they still didn't sell. So I moved them to the other booth, which is aisle E, which is closer when you're coming in and you go to the right. People seem to go to the right a lot, so I wanted a booth that was closer up, and it's closer to the front as well. And that they sold the other day for $50 for the pair of them. So that's, I don't know if I said this in one of my haul videos, as I was chatting along, which I do like to chat, so, and that's why I'm doing this at the same time painting, so you just don't hear dry or dead air. I had a beautiful, it needed work, but it was a beautiful antique. It was 1900s. I did look that up. It was a 1900s. Had the big beveled mirror on it, and just absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, it when I say it needs work, sometimes I have to repair them, and sometimes the work is that the pieces are looking old. They need help, and they're just not pretty. Like this wasn't pretty anymore. It may have had a few cracks in the paint, or not the paint, but the finish that they put on it. And so I painted that kind of a darker mint green. It was authentic milk paint, and it was just gorgeous. The mirror was beveled, like I said, and that was very, very heavy. And believe me, I know, because it fell on me while I was painting. But anyway, we got that all set up and everything, and it sold a few weeks ago for $200. So, you know, that was a big space that I have empty now. So I need to get another. We're working on a vanity right now that we can get over there and get in that space. And, you know, I've got some storage units, a couple of storage units that I actually have our stuff, because our house is small. It's old. It's a 1950s house. So there's no closets in it. The rooms are really small. So we have one room that is for our clothes, and it's kind of our closet because there is nowhere else to hang our clothes. So, but like I said, they're really small rooms. And so there are furniture that I do have in the storage that I have collected that I am keeping. I bought it knowing I was going to keep it. I have a very nice antique vanity. It's gorgeous, has marble tops on it. But I also have, I picked these two up at the auction for $70, but I have not even looked at it. We just put it in storage because I knew I was keeping it. And it's a armoire that has the door that opens, the mirror in it, and has drawers inside. It's either drawers or you can hang stuff in it. And also the dresser to match. And of course it looks bad, you know, and it needs repaired. A lot of times the bottoms of them need repaired. So I do have that. When we move to Florida, I am going to be, I want a guest room that has, it's an antique bedroom for a guest. Greg's family lives on the east. His parents are in Philadelphia, and then he's got brothers. There's one, I think, in North Carolina. So I know that they'll probably come to visit. I want a nice place for them to stay, and I have the furniture to go with it. The only thing I need to find is the bed. So I've got the front of this painted, and I probably just, put my fingers right on it after I've painted it. And so with this one's painted, my brush just fell. But we'll let that dry. And when we white waxed it, it's turning light. Now, DIY paint, when it dries, it is lighter color. So that, you know, it's not this bold blue that we see before it's drying. It's drying to be a lighter. See this over here? It dries very fast. By the time I got, you know, all this done over here and up here, the bottom's almost dry. So we'll let that dry, and I will move on to another project, and we'll come back to that. Let me wipe the blue off my hands. Okay, I found this little bucket yesterday at the Goodwill. Paid $2 for it, but it's just blah. So I am going to paint it. This is Bohemian Blue. And it's a darker blue, as you can see, DIY paint. And I am going to paint this, and then I'm going to white wax it as well. I won't do the inside just because there's no reason to. People can put mail in it, letters, flowers, whatever. I'm just going to leave it, but I'm not painting the inside. So, but I will paint the outside. I'm doing a lot of blue today just because we have, in our booth, we had the things that we're taking has the green in it. So I don't really want to do anything more. The little vanity that will be taken is called Apothecary, and it's a darker mint color. And the little wagon I just showed you, that's Apothecary. And I love Apothecary. I love the color. Like I said, the greens, the mints, the turquoise. Turquoise is my favorite color. And so I kind of gravitate toward those just because I like them, the color. So we're trying to get some other colors in there. So this is coming out like this. And don't worry, I've got plans for it. DIY paint will paint on just about anything. It'll paint on glass, and it'll paint on metal like I'm doing now. It's a good cover for just about, I mean, you name it, and you can do anything with it. You can even paint stone with it, and it does not come off the stone either. And so it's just not holding still for me. Can you see it's trying to get away from me, but I will conquer and succeed here. And you can tell by the first coat, I've almost got a full coverage on it. And I will show you. I always go back down like this, just because if you do have any pooling of the paint, it'll bring it on down. And this will be done. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now because I don't know if I have a nail on one of this. Nope. It would have been nice for me to think about that when I was painting so rapidly, but I will go ahead and lay it down to see if it will be okay. And my next project, and it's going to be with the same, I got two colors out. I usually pick stuff up that I'm going to paint several things with it so I don't have to keep washing out my brushes. This here is a little box, and just a really cute box. I think that this, I have a box, but it is not painted because I have all these plans to paint my stuff, but I never get around to it. Plus, it is packed. I don't know where it is. So, eventually, when we get moved completely, I will be able to possibly work on my stuff that I have. I've got my bedroom set, our bedroom set that I want to do. But anyway, I think that with this blue, it's kind of, if you had a beach theme going on, nautical, I think it'd be really cute to have like a trinket, treasure, pearl, fake pearls of course, but little pearls coming out of it. Just kind of put in some shells and stuff and let the lid come down on it with your things coming out. That's what mine has on it. I have shells that lay on the table around it. And this is so cute that my granddaughter, every time she has come, they live in Texas now, so I don't see them quite as much as I'd like to. But she used to come in the house and go straight for my little treasure box because she loved looking at all the pretty stuff that was in there, and the pearls and the shells. She loved looking at the shells. So that was what she would do every time she came over. She would go through my trinket box to see what I had in there. Sometimes I'd add some more stuff so that she'd have something to look at that's different. And it was so cute. She's getting big though. I do have 11 grandchildren. And very proud of them all. I have, I think I'm about caught up. The girls were outnumbering the boys for a while. But, I think, let's see, I have 6 granddaughters. 6? It's hard. 3, 4, 5, 6 granddaughters. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grandsons. And so they're each of them are so cute. I have a granddaughter that unfortunately she looks like me, and she has also the love of doing DIY paint. She is going to come over here and help me paint. Not only paint furniture, I do paint furniture as well, but she is going to, our walls right now are salmon colored, except this wall. And not a pretty color, so we are going to, our landlord said we could go ahead and paint, and so we're going to paint. We'll be here at least another maybe a year and a half or so. I don't want to look at the walls that color, so we're going to paint. So she said that she would help me, so probably for the summer I will go and get her and let her come over, and we will paint the walls. And that way we can get the kitchen, and the main things I want to do is the kitchen and the living room, dining room, and they're put together. They're all in one room, and then the bathroom. So those are the main ones that I'd love to do my bedroom right now, but not right now. Nobody sees it but us. So I will. That's what our plan is. Okay, we have those 2 painted, and now we will go back. Our shelf, don't you fall. Our shelf is pretty much dry, and I need to get my brush, so let me go off camera for just a minute and find my brush, and I will be right back. It probably rolled under the table that I have my stuff on. Yep. And it's elusive. It does not want to get to me. So we'll start on the top or the bottom, and work our way down or up again. I'll let you see. This is the color after it dried compared to this. So it does lighten up a lot. And let me put this stuff over here, or you know what I do is grab my brush and put it into the wrong paper. All right. Let me see if I can move my little bucket. Is it? Yeah, see, it's drying. Not as bright. And also, when you do use the DIY wax. It gives it not a big shine, but it has a little bit of shine to it that just makes it. And what I'll do is, as I'm waxing it, I will pull some of this, the raised area, the paint off it, and kind of let that peek through as kind of a distressed. Or I may do that. I'll show you how to do a wet distress before I white wax it. And that way, if you don't want to use the white wax, you will know how to do just the wet distress. If anybody ever does want to do anything that is painting, I enjoy this. It's very relaxing to me. And I used to wake up during the night and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I would get up and paint for a couple of hours, and I'd go back to bed and go right back to sleep because, you know, it does relax me. Okay, so when you are putting on your second coat, like I said, you have to go a little bit softer with your brush because you don't want to pull off that undercoat, your first coat that you put on. You just want to brush on it so you can get complete coverage to fill in anything that needs to be filled in, any things that you had missed or the paint just didn't quite get all of it. And so you don't have to really be particular on it. Just make sure you are getting the shelf so that it doesn't have any of the spots. I don't know if you can see this right here is what I'm talking about. Right here where the wood's coming back through. That's what I'm covering up. Sometimes you miss it when you're painting, or sometimes when it dries you realize, oh, I didn't get that full coverage on there. And that's what your second coat's for, to get in there and get your second coverage on it. And these little handle things, hangers, are giving me problems trying to work around them. So on my, I do have an eBay store. Oh, before I forget, can everybody like and subscribe to my channel? I am growing my channel. I've started recently, and I have 32 subscribers. And thank you if you're watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I'd love to invite you to everybody to like and subscribe to my channel to help me grow and get out there so other people can see my channel as well, and you know, they can follow me. I also have an eBay store, and I think I've learned how to, I said in my haul videos, I have not learned how to link my store. I think I found out how. So I will try to, when I finish this video, I will try to link this to, if I can, to my eBay store. But my eBay store is under my name, Sandy's Vintage Home Decor and Treasures. And somebody said they were having a hard time finding it. So I will try to, I'm not sure if I'm going to be, I'm still learning how to do stuff. So please bear with me while I'm learning, in the learning stage. I feel like a kindergartner learning new technology. No, a kindergartner would know more electronic stuff than I do. So I feel like I am a kindergartner in my age trying to learn electronics and how to do stuff. And I'm having a difficult time with it. So, any advice that anybody can give, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, the just don't be mean in your criticism. Give me constructive criticism, but try to try to be nice, because I am learning, and I do admit I don't know how to do electronics. I have a laptop, and I've decided I don't want laptops that um, I can't I can't seem to function on the laptop. At work, I have a regular desktop um, computer, and I do very well at getting stuff on there. But I just can't figure out how to do stuff on my laptop. And I know it's not the laptop, it's me, because I'm used to one way to do stuff. So that's why I told my husband, I was like, I want a desktop computer, because I can figure out how to do stuff so much easier on it. And plus, I tried to download some of my pictures so I could post them, and it wouldn't take my pictures off my phone. So I don't know. That may be a computer issue.